Whoop! Hi everyone, happy Saturday! Yay, it's the weekend! It's me, Brennomania, coming to you live from somewhere in Brooklyn. Hello friends, good morning or afternoon or evening, depending on what part of the world you are in. We are gonna do some more Hiveswap Friendsim this lovely morning. Hello Heterosapiens, hello iSmile, hello Totostuck, hello everyone who is chatting or lurking or just coming in. Welcome, it is good to have you. I am glad you're all here. Oh, it's the weekend. I slept so hard last night, everyone. I did not... Hey, River, how's it going? Happy Saturday. I didn't sleep much this week just because of gestures at everything. Just like the news, like the debates on Tuesday kept us up late because we were like, what the hell was that? And then like the news about the president getting COVID the other night kept us up late again because we were like, oh my god, what's going on? So that was a major contributing factor. And then yesterday I was just like dragging all day. I like nearly fell asleep on the couch watching a movie last night, but I slept super hard like a rock last night, and I am feeling more rested today. And I've had coffee and I've had food, so we should be good to go for some Hiveswap Friendsim. So let's do some light murder story, shall we? All right, let's jump in. We are on volume 12, I do believe. I believe we have one more friend in volume 12. Yes, volume 12 of Know Nothings and Know-It-Alls. Hey, Recursive, how's it going? Always try to minimize the dying. Don't tell me how to live my life. God, you have a headache. Is it dehydration? Only if you're thirsty for companionship and water. No, wait, this is companionship. Never mind. Are you hurt? Only your heart, and it aches for more pals. Is it withdrawal? Only from your addiction to new buddies. Really, there's only one cure for what ails you. Friendship! You wonder whose sweet medicine you'll be imbibing this time. Alright, so last time we did Gallic. So we're doing Tirona this time. Tirona Kasund. Or Kasund or whatever. I don't know. Minecraft just announced a cave update? That's cool. I've never played Minecraft, but that does sound exciting for those of you who do play and love Minecraft, so I'm happy for you all. Alright, Tirona, who looks small and adorable. And we'll see if Tirona is in fact small and adorable, or if there's something else going on with Tirona altogether. Oh, this is a different setting. So, here you are, in jail. In jail? What? How did we end up in jail? You always knew you would end up here eventually, but you were expecting a human jail, not this. Oh no, why are we in jail? I have no idea. It all happened so fast. You were waltzing down another Alternian street in search of friends when you heard the telltale sound of machinery behind you, and before you could escape, some giant metal drone with a rocket ass scooped you up and flew away with you. Oh man. Managing to never play Minecraft over the 11 years it existed is quite a feat. I guess so. I suppose that's true. I guess I was never even really curious about Minecraft. For some reason, I just like never felt like playing it. You were honestly surprised that the drone didn't execute you on sight. They've tried to do that before, after all. That's true. Why did we get captured and put in jail? I didn't even know Alternia had jail, because it seems like all they have is the death penalty. Perhaps your numerous shenanigans have grown so vast and ridiculous, someone wants to see you in person before you die, if only to have the chance to ask you, what the fuck? I saw that news the other day, River. Yeah, Minecraft Steve is the next Smash character. That sounded like amazing news, and everyone who I saw was excited about it was really excited about it. I wonder if the slime in this jail cell is incidental or functional. Well, maybe we'll find out, Recursive. Maybe we'll find out. In any case, you aren't complaining. Not about being brought in alive, at least. You have plenty of other things to complain about, though. This cell sucks. It does look like it sucks. It's hard and cold and full of this gross-looking moss that could probably kill you, since everything else on this planet sure can. There's a couple of patchwork holes in the back wall of your cell, which aren't enough to wriggle your way out though, but are enough to let in the light from outside. You've been in here since a few hours before dawn, and now it's midday, which means scorching rays of sunlight are streaming their way into your cell and forcing you to dart around to the shadiest spots as the sun makes its way across the sky. I was actually about to comment on that, because I was like, wait, if the sun's able to come in, doesn't that mean we could possibly get scorched by the sun? But the story answered that for me. Maybe the slime is our daily rations, who knows? As if that weren't enough, it's also hammering rain outside, which really isn't doing much to stymie the sunlight, and you think the rain might be acidic too? Fun. Intermingled with the rain, you've been hearing some sounds coming from other rooms. Interrogations, maybe? Torture? Whatever it is, you are not a fan. And would somebody please fix the leak in the roof? If you have to listen to one more drop of water exploding onto the floor like a nuclear fucking bomb, your shit is going to take an extended sabbatical from the handle. Oh my god. That's quite a way of saying shit's gonna fly off the handle. To conclude, it's not great. You'd like out. Right now, preferably. ... Now? Oh, this is the part, are we like expecting someone to show up? Like, is the narrator being like, okay, this is the part where normally our new target of a new friendship comes in. Who the fuck wrote these lines? Good question, River. People with time on their hands. Oh god damn it, you were hoping that someone would conveniently appear in time with your internal monologue, but no such luck. ... Oh, there we go. Okay, phew, there she is. Oh, I dig this harpsichord tune going on here. Hold on, let me bump the volume down a little bit because it's kind of spiking. Alright, cool. Ah, and our jukebox Heterosapiens informs us that this track is called Carefree Princess Berry Boo by Alexander Rossetti from the album Squiddles. Ooh, I like that. That, like, woodwind happening there. I like it. I dig it. Oh, the music still seems like it's a little loud, so let me bump it down some more. Alright, there we go. If the sound balance still seems off one way or the other, folks, just let me know and I'll be happy to fix it. A remix of Mark Hadley's Carefree Action. Ah, very cool. Your new savior is small, probably the smallest troll you've met so far, with the possible exception of Amesia, and she looks about as young as Amesia as well. So this is a remix of it's a remix of a tune that got remixed another way. I see. Gotcha. So there are remixes happening. Remixes upon remixes. She's got wild pigtails sprouting from her head and a twitchy look in her eye. Like she's going to start sprinting the second she hears a sound. She opens her cell door with a creak and gestures down the hallway with a quick jerk of her head. Come on, with me now, quickly. Head down, keep quiet, no asking questions. Oh my gosh, we can ask questions or follow her, so let's go ahead and save. Let's ask questions, even though she told us no asking questions. Wait, you have so many questions. Which of your many lovely friends is willing to help you escape? Who is she? What's her deal? How did she know? She shushes you, and her eyes narrow into an appraising squint as she looks you over. Not too bright, huh? Figures. Listen, I don't have time to explain, and I'm not putting my neck out any further, so here's what we're gonna do, okay? You're gonna run, not too far out because you don't want to wind up in undead territory. Stick to the city, find a nice hiding place, and keep your head down. See ya! She rather forcefully stuffs what appears to be a military-grade umbrella into your hands and shoves you out a back door, into the rain and sunlight. When you turn to protest, the lock on the door clicks shut, and you are stuck outside. What was that she said about undead? Oh my gosh. And we failed to make friends immediately. Well, we got thrown out into the acid rain just because we asked questions. As she specifically said, don't ask questions. We escaped the prison. Yay! We escaped the prison, but at the cost of making a new friend. Is it worth breaking out of prison if you can't make a new friend while you're doing it? I propose that it is not. That is too high a cost. Alright, well, let's go ahead and follow her. You follow her down the hallway, keeping quiet as instructed, even though you have so many questions you want to ask her. Questions like what her name is, or where you are, or why they haven't fixed the fucking leak on the roof. Instead, you just hurry closely behind as she takes you to a stairwell in the back of the building and up multiple flights of stairs. Peeking out the window of each door you pass, you see what seems to be an evidence locker, and then a row of tightly packed cubicles, and then a long, winding hallway. This is where she opens the door and ushers you through. The hallway is full of electronically locked doors with troll signs on them, the overwhelming majority of which are teal. The only other presence here seems to be automated cleaning robots. You are unsurprised to see that troll Roombas come with their knives pre-attached. Wait, troll Roombas have knives? I guess that checks out. Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't everything here have knives and other weaponry? I don't know why that would be the case otherwise. She punches a series of numbers and letters into a keypad beside one of the doors, bearing her sign and a name, and then slips inside and you follow. Yo, how's it going, Twink? It's stream time, it's stream time. Come on, everybody, it's stream time. Yeah. Wait, is Tirona like a budding legislator? That's what the teals are, right? They're all like the lawyer type, if I recall correctly. Phew! Here we are, my hive away from Hive. You can be a bit louder now, but no shouting. That'll just be weird as hell, buddy. Oh, and my name's Tirona, by the way. You politely refrain from shouting as you introduce yourself to her. Tirona pulls up a chair and sits down at her husk top, tapping some keys. So what we're gonna do here is I'm just gonna go ahead and access your files in our system. Shouldn't be too hard to find since you're a weird alien, and yep, here we go. That's what we're looking for. Time to make a few edits. Oh, I like her already. She's doing hacking and like forging records on our behalf for some reason. I don't know why, but I'll take it. She leans in, fingers flying quickly all over the keys. She's absurdly fast on a keyboard, her eyes darting back and forth across the screen. Now, normally I wouldn't pull anything this risky, and I certainly wouldn't be helping out a criminal, but I have it on a good source that you're not the kind of person we should be letting rot in a cell, or worse. Right now, you're in our system on a lot of weird and serious offenses. But you and I, we know the only thing you're really guilty of is trying to keep your head and shoulders attached, yeah? Just gonna click here, delete a few things, and there we go. You're clean. Wow, just like that, huh? You thank her profusely and even begin to consider groveling at her feet, but she cuts you off. Oh, I see you got Mel's emotes there, Twink. That's awesome. Listen, I'm just doing the grunt work for you. Wasn't really my decision to spring you. Let's just say you and I have a mutual friend. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Oh, I wonder who our mutual friend is. Right, Heterosapiens? Like, I was wondering that too. I thought it was really weird. Like, at the beginning of stream, I was like, why am I in jail and not dead? Because it seems like they only have the death penalty here, so why do they even have jails? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. I run errands for him sometimes, in exchange for information, and I just happen to be pulling an all-dayer over here. Anyway, so I was in the right place at the right time. This mutual friend of yours sounds like a dead ringer for Malik. Wow, knowing a cerulean in high places is already paying some great dividends. It beats our Dada, at least. All you got from her were some really weird DMs on Chitter from her stream followers. Anyway, speaking of being in the right place, what is this place anyway? This place is... well, it's a lot of things. Jail, and courthouse, and office, and a whole lot more. Basically, if you're a teal looking to learn how to do teal things, this is where you go for a hands-on internship. Most of it is law-related, of course, but there's a couple of semi-related fields for the go-getters looking to do something a little different. Like me. Yep, I bet you're dying to know what I bet you're just dying to know what I get up to in these hollowed halls, don't you? The threes are kind of making it difficult for me to read a little bit. Surely a brilliant mind like Miss Kasund, blah blah blah. I know that's her last name. Is doing some real important work here, is what I bet you're thinking, and you are absolutely correct, my friend. Feast your gander bulbs on this. Gander bulbs. I love their ridiculous names for body parts. A few clicks of the wriggly bulbous mouse and her husk top loads up several images. You glance at the screen, and the recognition center in your brain goes haywire with dopamine. Alien culture or not, you know memes when you see them. God, you missed memes. Check it out, check it out. They're a little corny, but I know Triz is gonna love them. She's a real sucker for this kind of thing. One of them is an image macro featuring Trizza doing her makeup, with the caption, "Trizza's so hot, rebels are so not." Another seems to feature troll brains, at least you hope those are brains, of varying sizes and hemocolors. Being a rebel is the small maroon brain, sympathizing with rebels is the medium-sized olive brain, and worshipping Trizza is the giant purple brain. Oh my gosh, that's the galaxy brain meme, just in troll form. That's wonderful. I love it. These ones will be going up on the web soon, but for now I've got plenty other memes circulating. See, I made a bunch of fake Chitter accounts and got some techie troll to automate them for me. He was hyped out the excitement enough to do some work on Triz's behalf, I tell you. Some of these accounts just pretend to be regular trolls, and others are best jokes nightly, big funny, relatable laugh humor, you know? They're racking up the follows as we speak. And the point of them is to put these Trizza memes out there? That's how you get them. You start with a couple of innocuous jokes and cute Purbeast pics, and then BAM! Suddenly you're spreading the good word of the Empire, and everyone accepts it because your Chitter account is so funny and hip. Oh gosh, daylight saving started in Australia? Oh goodness, so it's 3:30 in the morning for your smile? Oh gosh, have a good night, yeah, go get some sleep. In a few weeks, our clocks are gonna fall back an hour, so... Oh geez, that's gonna make it even later for you, I think. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Smile. Goodness. Well, have a good night. Thanks for coming by. I call it memaganda. It's gonna be the next big thing, I tell you. It does seem like a pretty clever way of spreading propaganda. Really effective on today's modern youth. It also deeply unnerves you, but you leave that part out. There's just something wrong about memes being used for evil. Thank you, thank you. Glad someone appreciates all the hard work I'm doing here instead of just brushing me off. Yeah, that makes sense, Smile. Yeah, we'll see you in the VODs. Take care of yourself. I've had a lot of overtime putting out propaganda for the Empire lately. Just between you and me. Although, this ain't exactly much of a secret anymore. There's talk of a rebellion brewing, like a real actual big-scale one, instead of just a bunch of high-bloods getting paranoid because of Burgundy looked at them funny. So it's confirmed that troll internet is also half full of pictures of Purbeasts. Indeed, indeed. Oh, speaking of Purbeasts, I don't have any pets with me currently in pet cam, so here is an empty cat bed. Hopefully at some other point later on it will be occupied with cat, but for now it is empty. It's pretty scary actually, and I hope I won't get swept up in all of it if something nasty breaks out. Yeah, that's the vibe you've been getting. You're about to ask for more info about this rebellion when she cuts you off and keeps rambling on. Seems like she's got a lot to say. You get the impression that nobody else here listens to her, possibly because she's still so young compared to most of them. But saving you from a jail cell is a good way to get you to pay attention. But here's the thing, despite being a whole lot of potential trouble, It's also a great opportunity to show the Empire just how invaluable my skill set will be for them. See, I've got it all planned out. First, I need to prove to Trizza how useful and clever I am, and how helpful I can be for her regime. Then, when Trizza comes of age, she'll dethrone the current Empress and take her place. Most trolls just love Trizza, and those who don't are gonna get themselves culled real quick, so I'm sure she'll have plenty of support when the time comes for their duel. Once she's in full power, I snag myself a nice position as a propaganda minister, and if I'm real lucky, I can wheedle my way into being an assistant for his honorable tyranny himself. His honorable tyranny? You don't think you've heard of this guy before. You assume he's a particularly high-ranking troll in the legislative process? Oh, no. He's just a fuck-off huge monster who passes judgment on criminals by eating them. Oh god. Or eating anyone who bugs him, really. Good lord. That doesn't sound fun at all. He presides over particularly noteworthy trials, especially at the Extreme Court. In retrospect, you should have known. If monsters can be parents, they can surely be judges too. But, what exactly is the appeal here? Who wouldn't want to be big and handsome and strong enough to devour anyone who annoys you? It's the perfect life, I tell ya! Fair. As it stands, since I can't be him, I can at least be his best buddy, and most perfect little helper. And besides doing all the behind the scenes work is a lot safer than trying to actually hunt down or prosecute criminals. I'll tell you that much. I mean, yeah, he might eat me, but that's just a normal workplace safety hazard, really. Nothing I can't handle. She really does have it all planned out, doesn't she? You're impressed. Thank you. But I can't do it alone. I'm gonna need some help along the way from a very talented and clever associate or two. I bet you know who I'm talking about. Her Lucis? Her classmates? No, dummy. Here I am trying to butter you up, and it flies right over your think pan. I'm talking about you. I need your help. And I think after bailing you out of that jam, I've earned it, wouldn't you say? The old I rake my claws down your back, you rake yours down mine dealy, you know? Troll idioms are still as inscrutable as ever, but you do know a thing or two about claws, and about helping people to earn their good graces. What's she need? You ever hear the old adage, teals talk? And, well, a lot of teals have been talking about the strange alien going around getting all buddy-buddy with the cast. The way I see it, someone like that might just know how to get me into their offices and dig up some dirt on them and their potential rebel connections. I keep saying they should start shelling out for Ganderscan tech, but nobody ever listens to me. No way, no how. A regular old password system ought to be enough, right? Ha! They wish. Yeah, they really wish those locks were as secure as they think they are. You can figure out the codes no problem, I'm sure. What do you say, pal? How's about you help me help the Empire and root out that rebel scum? Oof. You're not particularly keen on betraying your friends, but you do owe Tirona a favor now, and you'd love to make another pal while you're at it. There's gotta be some way you can maneuver your way out of this mess. You tell her, sure, you'll offer her some help. If you're going to hit up someone's office, it should be... Oh man. We have 3 decisions to make now. Oh my gosh. Good lord. I don't think we've seen... Well, we've only seen like one other decision point where there were 3 choices, but it all went the same way, so... Oh, geez. Do we have to pick who we're, like, betraying now? Do I want to betray, like... Well, we're gonna go down each path, so... Let's just go one at a time. Let's try Tagora first. Oh yeah, that's a good idea! He's real smart and a good talker, and he's always got the latest gossip, so you'd think he'd be my kind of guy. But he's also just such a sleaze, like a real creepy creepster. Not to mention he charges out the sniff tube for all his info. No thanks, I'll handle it myself. Oh, but imagine the scandals if he turned out to be a rebel all along. I really hope we find something on him here. After some late hacking, that is, punching his wriggling day into the keypad. Oh my gosh, his password is his birthday. My goodness. The door to his office clicks open. The two of you slip inside and you glance around. You are immediately reminded of his hive. Almost eerily reminded of it, in fact. Hey Bug, happy Saturday. Did he just order copies of all the same minimalist aesthetic? Is that pronounced aesthetic or aesthetique? I don't know. The same minimalist aesthetique furniture and have them sent to his office? That's, well, you don't know exactly what that is, but it's certainly impressive. You know, I'm not so sure if that vase is regulation. Take a picture of it just in case, will you? Sure thing. And if you happen to accidentally delete the picture later, well, actually you have accidentally deleted a bunch of pictures before. Figuring out your troll phone has been an ordeal. You line up your camera to take the shot and oh fuck. You were about to press the button and your phone received an incoming call from someone. Oh my gosh, this is so relatable. And you ended up hitting the answer call button instead. Now you're going to be trapped in a social encounter that you weren't mentally prepared for. No! Wait, it's just Tigora. That's no problem at all. He's gregarious and easy to talk to, and you're standing in his office. Fuck! Again! Throwing on your most practiced everything is perfectly fine expression, you try to angle the camera so he can't tell where you are. My apologies for bothering you on such short notice. I recently learned through the grapevine that you may have been responsible for certain changes in Shigasi's attitude as of late. I thought it might be prudent to let you know that... Wait. Is that... my office? Did you break into my office? No, God no, it's not his office. It's just, an office that coincidentally happens to look exactly like his? His face has been frozen mid-smile, and now it slowly seems to twist until the smile doesn't look nearly as friendly or genuine as it did a moment ago. He starts to laugh, little raspy chuckles under his breath. I see. More the fool was I to ever believe I could trust a fellow liar. Is this Gallic's work? No, it can't be. He doesn't do that kind of subterfuge. It was all just a game to you. Yes, that must be it. Of course it was. You're not here to make friends. What? No, that's exactly what you're here to do. And the bills I so graciously forewent for your sake. Ha! Well, no matter. You can expect a very hefty invoice to arrive via email as soon as I finish typing it up. No, please no. It doesn't have to end this way. You were just trying to secure another friendship. He knows how it goes, right? Saying or doing anything for a bit of social gain? Oh, but of course. And I would be very happy to continue our business relationship in the future. Once I've been reimbursed in full for my time and expenditures. Farewell. He ends the call and his face disappears. The friendly little pew sound that Gripe makes cannot possibly underscore the finality and tragedy of the situation. Your heart, truly, is broken. But hey, at least you can trade one friend for another, right? Now that she's seen that you're willing to sacrifice for her, surely Tirona will... Tirona? Ah, shit. At some point while you were distracted, she made a break for it. Now you're left with naught but a hefty fine and an ache in your chest where friendship used to be. No! Not only did we not make a friend, we lost another friend and all of our financial belongings. Oh no, Delta Friends equals -1. No! No! Okay, so Tigora was not the right choice there. Let's try Tyzeus now. It's got to be Tyzeus. She runs a type if sleep-deprived ship. You'll give it a good try, fail to find anything useful, and Tirona will appreciate your attempt. Oh no, actually I feel like we might find something in Tyzeus' office because she was kind of like strongly hinting at being pro-rebellion, I think, when we talked to her. Plus, I really like Tysius. Tysius is one of my favorites, so... Yeah, can we just frame Zebra? Yeah, I would love to do that, Hetero. Can we just frame Zebra? I am on board with that. Tysius, huh? Yeah, she's got that vibe to her, you know? She talks a lot about improving the justice system, and what kind of person does that, huh? A rebel sympathizer, that's who. The Alternian justice system has worked just fine for hundreds of sweeps. The only person who ought to be proposing changes is Triza herself, but obviously there's nothing to change, or she'd have done it already. Anyway, this is Tizzy's door right over here. So why don't you start working your magic? An idea comes to you. You start tapping away at your phone, much to Tirona's chagrin. Hey, buddy, we're trying to break into someone's office. This is no time to play Flappy Talon Screecher. Talon Screecher, oh my gosh. Flappy Talon Screecher! Flappy Bird. You explain that you're looking up Tysius... you explain you're looking up Tysius on your phone to consolidate information and improve your chance of guessing her password. Whoopsie. Sorry, I'm just a little antsy here, I guess. Carry on. Turning to the keypad, you start inputting your guesses. You try the birthday listed on Tysius' Chitter profile. Nope. Even the name of her mate sprite doesn't work. Then something clicks. Everyone expects a long, complex password, right? You try just 2 paltry digits instead. 69. Click! The light goes green, and the door to her office slides open. Bingo! Nice. Feeling pretty chipper about your breaking and entering skills, you usher Tirona inside with an exaggerated bow. She cackles and skips right in, making her way over to a husk top sitting on Tysius' crowded desk. There's papers and old mugs lying around everywhere, and the rest of the room is about as disorganized as the desk, with towering stacks of books threatening to collapse if you so much as breathe wrong. 69 across is nice. The Empire already monitors online communications, of course, but we've got tools for those sneaky sneaks who try to hide things off the cloud. Tirona produces a small device, bright red with gold accents, and plugs it into what appears to be a USB slot on the husk top. It wriggles upsettingly. I'll go through her files and you start looking through all of those books and folders, okay? You offer a thumbs up and turn your attention to the absolutely massive pile of literature that is strewn throughout the office. You're not really giving it your full effort, hesitant to pry into Tysius' stuff, but you get the sense that she isn't hiding anything here anyway. Behind you, Tirona is clicking through the folders on the husk top, the exasperation in her voice steadily growing. Useless school feeding assignments, copies of court transcripts, a bunch of nudes. What? It's all just normal teal stuff. There's nothing incriminating here at all. Where is she hiding it? She was like so nonchalant about the nudes. Tirona pulls away from the husk top and dives into a stack of books with the gusto of a small child in a ball pit, rifling through pages as quickly as she can. It isn't long before she gives up that pursuit too, emerging from the pile in a shower of loose pages. I can't find any evidence of wrongdoings anywhere. No hidden folders on her husk top, no secret stash between the pages of a book, nothing. She stomps back and forth, pacing around the room and scratching at her face absent-mindedly. Maybe there just isn't anything to find. Is that so bad? Yes! If she's not bad, it's super bad. Blah! Look, see, I'm not big and I'm not strong, and even if I get a growth spurt when I'm older, it won't change that I don't like to fight. That's just not what I'm cut out to do. I'm a thinker, and a listener, and a talker. Yo, Darren, how's it going? Happy Saturday to you. Welcome in. Knowledge is power, and it's the only kind of power I'm good with. It's the only kind that'll keep me in the game. Everyone's gotta play nice. Oh, Darren, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. Yay! Yay for friends. Everyone's gotta play nice and get off my case because they know I've always got the dirt. But all those shifty, crafty teal jerks keep trying to hide their secrets from me. I'm gonna be hooped. I'm gonna be hooped? That doesn't make sense. I'm gonna be hooped if I can't get one over on them. Tirona yanks at her pigtails and slumps down against the wall, looking as frazzled as ever you've seen her. This calls for a pep talk. You sit down across from her and offer a gentle smile. You know where she's coming from. When you came here, you were a mess. You still kind of are. All you had was your guts, your mind, and your goofy charisma. Oh my gosh, Seth, thank you for drowning me in hydrates. And thank you, Heterosapiens, for the additional hydrate there. Thirsty for companionship and water. You've been blundering your way across the planet, but somewhere in between all the blundering, you made friends. You've gained skills. You figured out how to keep surviving, even when it seemed impossible. And if you can do it, she can too. Yeah, Bug. They were. It was mentioned earlier that this track is a remix of another earlier, like, Homestuck track. I forget the name of it, but Heterosapiens, our jukebox, has all the info. Got all the deets. Sure, she may not be as big and strong as she'd like. She won't always win. Sometimes there's gonna be days like today where she doesn't succeed. But she's got this spark in her. You can see it. That tells you she'll be just fine as long as she keeps her head up and tries to hang in there. Tirona perks right up. Your motivational speech game is really on the ball lately. Yeah! You're right. This might have been a bust, but I sure ain't. I've already got all kinds of connections and pals and skills. I mean, the guy I run those errands for, he says I'm one of the smartest and cleverest teals he's ever met, and that I'm really matured for my age, and... You never find out what else he says because you're interrupted by the sci-fi whoosh of the office door opening as Tyzia steps through. There's a long, awkward pause before she raises an eyebrow at Tirona. Hi, Tyzius, you're one of my favorites. Also, she's gonna think we betrayed her because we shouldn't be in her office. But Tyzius is one of my favorites. Now, just what in the hell are you two doing in my office? Tirona begins a stammering response, but Tyzius jerks her head toward the door. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to get out right now. She turns to you. Not you. You, we need to have a chat. Tirona flashes you a terrified look before scurrying out of the room, doors sliding shut behind her. Hi, Tyzius. What's up, Tyzius? How you doing, friend? Tyzius glances at the door, then pulls you toward the most secluded corner of the room, where books are piled so high they practically reach the ceiling. Oh yeah, yep, it is the harpsichord. You were correct about that, Bug. Heterosapiens has all the wiki, every wiki. Wiki! She speaks in a low, hushed whisper. A good idea, because you'd bet a troll buck or two that Tirona's listening outside the door. Hey, so... That was some good thinking, texting me as soon as you got your palm husk back. You shrug humbly. You're getting good at leveraging your bountiful stockade of friends. Oh, so when we were pretending to look through Tyzius' information earlier, we're actually surreptitiously texting Tyzius to let her know that we were breaking into her office. I wonder what she thinks I'm going to do to you. There's a lot of rumors about me. Most of them untrue. But when you look as tired as I do every day, trolls whisper. We did do the thinking. That is new. That is new for us, Heterosapiens. That was a big brain move on our part. She chuckles lightly and takes a sip of water. Before sighing. I can't believe she thought I'd ever be dumb enough to keep incriminating documents in my office. She must be getting real desperate to prove herself. This is exactly my point about how fucked up it is here. Everyone trying to climb over each other out of the muck and pull the rest down like shell scuttlers in a seafood storage device. Oh, thanks for the hydrate, Bug. Ah, life-giving water, nectar of the gods. Poor girl. She thinks she's got everyone in the palm of her hand, but she's being played as much as any of the rest of us schmucks. Another sigh. You feel like sighing may as well be Tysus' second quirk. But you've already heard enough from me about all that. So go pretend I chewed you the fuck out or something. Tysus does understand how important proper hydration is, that is true. I need to reorganize all this shit now that she ruined my old system. Her office looks far better organized than it did when you walked in, actually. But you're not about to split hairs over when Tysus just bailed you out of a potential disaster. You thank her, give her a quick hug. Aw, quick hug. Actually, yes, let's give Tysus a quick hug. You thank her, give her a quick hug, and then slip out of the office. Tirona nearly falls over herself, stumbling away from the door where she was clearly trying to listen in. Whoa! You're here and still alive and in one piece? That must have been a real close one. You know what she does to people who cross her, right? Well, I'll give you a hint, pal. It starts with disembowelment and only gets worse from there, uh-huh. I thought Tirona was about to do the thing where it's like, it starts with M and ends with Erder, and then she was like, it starts with disembowelment and ends with something that might have been funny, but no, the process just starts with disembowelment. Alright. How'd you make it out? Oh, you know, talking your way out of a jam, it's a total breeze. Tirona seems starry-eyed and impressed. Oh my gosh, are we gonna make a new friend now? You sure do know how to handle yourself, especially for a weird alien. I think you and I ought to stick together. Technically, you don't owe me anything, and you don't owe me anything anymore. But us little people work best in numbers, yeah? You could use a friend like me. You've got a friend in me. You smile, basking in the now familiar glow of camaraderie. Yeah, you could use a friend like her. And you think she could use a friend like you too. Yay! We just made another friend. Victory! Palm. Yay! You did good. Okay, that's great. So we managed to pay her back for getting us out of jail while at the same time not betraying our friends. Bookworm, how's it going? Happy Saturday to you. Welcome in. All right. Okay, I'm glad Tysus was the good ending in that scenario because Tysus is like my favorite, one of my favorites. But let's see what happens if we instead choose Tagiri. Oh, right, Tagiri is like our anime sword friend. So let's see what happens if we try to break into Tagiri's office. Oh, I like Tagiri too. Actually, the ending for Tagiri's episode was one of my favorites because you end up just having like an anime slumber party with a couple of friends, and it's so wholesome, and I love it. Alright, after mulling it over for a while, you decide Tagiri is the safest choice. Sure, he's the guy with a sword, but he's also by far the least likely to harbor rebel sympathies, so you won't be getting anyone in trouble here. Yeah, Tagiri. Now that's an interesting choice, I tell you what. He's always sucking up to the purples and trying to make himself look all cool and knowledgeable about law stuff. So you'd think he'd be clean, but maybe, just maybe, it's all a front. I'm working on a video about rebel sympathizers right now, actually, and that's one of my big bold points that I try to go over. How sometimes the guy trying too hard to look like he's on the level is actually as far off the level as it gets. Did Tirona just actually give something away about herself? Like, is Tirona actually, like, secretly a rebel sympathizer, and she's, like, trying really, really hard to show with us that she's on the level? By being like, let's go figure out who the rebel sympathizer is. Let's figure out who the imposter is. Maybe this is like big brain 5-dimensional chess stuff happening. I'm doing good, Bookworm. I've been saying earlier that I didn't get much sleep this week, but I slept like a rock last night. I actually woke up this morning to Vivi sleeping on top of me. So like Vivi climbing all over me actually did not wake me up initially this morning. So yeah, let's see what this guy is hiding. Why don't we? Moseying on over to his door, you consider the keypad. Consider the keypad. This shouldn't be a hard password to guess. It's gotta be the name of one of his favorite animes, right? You punch one in and nope, a buzzer sounds. You try another, nada. But to your delight, the door clicks and you begin to slide open after the third anime title. You glance over your shoulder to see Tirona beaming at you from right behind you. And then turn back to the door and yikes! A katana comes swinging out towards you on a wire, and you narrowly dive out of the way before it connects, crashing to the floor in the process. Oh no! The door was booby-trapped. Oh my gosh, it's booby-trapped, so... This is exactly like the scary movie we watched last night. We watched this movie called You're Next last night, and at one point in the movie, the main character actually rigs up an axe in a doorway kind of in the same fashion so that when you open the door an axe comes like swinging down at you, and this is exactly like the trap that we just dodged. So oh yeah, heterosapiens, the quote bot's not really gonna work as well with your quirk. Are you next? Oh god. Are we next? Oh god. Oh no. You groan and stagger back to your feet, and you hear a familiar voice sounding from a speaker in Tagiri's room. Foolish evildoer, did you really think it would be that simple? You've fallen for my trap. You've activated my trap card. Go, swinging sword in the door thing of justice. Your 3 pitiful guesses were all it took to seal your doom. Not that it's going to do you any good while you bleed out on the floor. Sayonara, trespasser. Doodly firearms. The message seems to cut off there, but then there's some muffled sounds, like a microphone being moved. What do you think, Tadashi? It's going to look so cool when I show it off to my colleagues. You breathe a sigh of relief. That katana was aiming right at your head. You almost got skewered. Talk about a close one, right, Tirona? Oh no, did Tirona get skewered? Tirona? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! They don't show it, but it's heavily implied that Tirona got skewered by the katana. Oh my god! Oh, the horror! Oh, the humanity! Oh no! I guess Tirona was next. Oh dear god. Oh man. Seems to be quite a reasonable protection for an alternating office. Oh, that's just another workplace hazard, I guess, is doors rigged with katana traps. Oh well. On that happy note, that is the end of Tirona's story, and that is the end of Volume 12. Hey Wrench, how's it going? Happy Saturday. Trollanity. Oh, the Trollanity! Oh, the Trollanity.